if you're dreaming about a character in your dream that is behaving rather reprehensibly, and but is someone from your past, then that may indicate that this is a pattern for you which was initiated back at the time when you knew that character in your life, but it's coming up now. You're going to behave that same way again, perhaps in a different circumstance with different people in your life. It's going to happen. You're doing it right now. So just keep those processes in mind as you're looking at some of the characters in your dream. But understanding and accepting your shadow will give you wisdom, choice, freedom, power, compassion, and hope. So by accepting, for example, my frivolity, I become more generous and prudent. By accepting my impatience, I become more goal-directed and honest. By accepting my sexuality, I become a better lover. So there's lots of rewards, right? Our own nastiness is, remember, typically represented, or we typically will allocate that to a same-sex character. So it's always fun to go back in your dreams and look at those same-sex characters. They're probably, especially if you... Now, you may see a same-sex character in your dream that's behaving like an angel. That may represent, in fact, a part of yourself that you're also denying. You don't recognize how great you are, how wonderful you are, and how kind and generous you are. And you may actually be allocating that in your determination to be modest. You may be allocating those wonderful characteristics also to another same-sex character in your dream. So it's not necessarily, always keep in mind that your shadow is behaving in a negative way, but in fact may be acting in an almost godly way. And you don't see yourself that way either. So don't always look necessarily for negative behavior to represent pieces of your shadow. The totality of a dreaming event consists of several simultaneous existing points of view. So this can be really helpful when you put yourself in the shoes of one of the other characters in your dream, and see your dream from their perspective. So because we have a dream ego in our dream, right? And that's the character that we acknowledge as I. That's called dream ego. So I am walking down the street, so we would see ourselves as the I. And then I see Mary. Well, Mary is also a part of us. And so try, for fun, to put yourself in Mary's shoes and see the dream from her perspective. And what are we doing? Like, what does Mary see us doing? So that can be also very helpful to carry ourselves a little bit outside of ourselves and see ourselves from a different perspective.